Alright, the next area we're going to work on is when we're getting attacked. One of the things that we see a lot is players come in and they really know how to attack. They practice getting attacked a lot, but one of the things that they really struggle with is when someone is actually attacking them and they're transitioning against them, then they don't handle the situation too well. They get a little bit nervous, they tighten up a little bit, they go for way too much, and so forth. And so that's why we like to see somebody understand what's happening when they're getting attacked and handle it in a proper way. So we're going to go with the first scenario, which is a player just out of the blue. You take a ball and it lands just a little bit short, not a whole lot short, just a little bit, and he thinks he's King Kong. He's coming, and so he takes that ball, he transitions it to your backhand, he comes in here. You're going to have an easy swipe at this backhand, and a lot of times what we see is we see that ball in the net right up here, or we see that ball wide over here, or in the net over here. And so basically the pressure that he put on us, it worked, and we kind of panicked a little bit. We tried to blast that backhand up the line. We tried to go too far wide with the backhand, and therefore we put it in the net or we put it wide. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to take and you could miss wide up here with your backhand if you got it over the net, but you didn't get it in. So either way, we're getting attacked and we're feeling the pressure and we're spraying balls wide. Okay, or it could be that you take that ball and you try to lob him and you hit it out just because you hit it too far. So he's put the pressure on, and you know, when you put pressure on, you're trying to pressure them up above you. You're trying to pressure them out and make them go wide. And so we do not want to allow them to do that to us, especially if we've got a swipe at it right here and he's approaching, and he must think that we're not very good at handling this situation. It could be that he's just testing you out in the beginning of the match and he wants to see how you handle this situation. And if you dump it in the net, if you knock it 120 mile an hour forehand wide because you totally panicked, that's what they want to see. That's what their coaches want to see, is how you're going to handle that situation. So we want to take that ball whichever side it comes to. Now if it comes to your forehand and they lazily come in, I'm going to hope that you can get that ball past them in about 8 different spots that you choose. You're probably that talented. If it comes to your backhand, we're going to use what's called a two-step pass. This is nothing new. Lots of people do it. But we're going to take that ball down the middle and at his feet. We're going to make him volley up. Get the ball below the net and at his feet, make him volley up. He's going to put the ball, you know, pretty lazily to where we can now run around and get to our forehand, and from there, you know, hopefully we don't get pressured up and out. From the forehand, we're going to put the ball away. We'll probably be inside the baseline at that point with him at the net and us having a good look at a forehand. And you're probably going to be 8 out of 10 from there, 9 out of 10 from there. You'll probably miss one here or there, but not very many. So we're going to use that two-step pass. So if you know, when we're seeing you in matches and we're reviewing the video, we do a lot of video with you guys. You know, if this guy's just coming off lazy balls, kind of in between balls, you know, shouldn't really be approaching, but he is. He doesn't have a whole lot of respect for your game. We want to see that you can execute a two-step pass and basically send the message to him, that's not good enough. You're going to have to find a better ball than that, okay? It could be he doesn't have the patience to find better balls than that. He's got pretty decent approach, a decent volley, you know, but he's not patient from the baseline. He doesn't want to work from the baseline to find a better ball than that. You got to send the message to him, you're going to have to find a better ball than that. That's not going to work. So that's that one. So if he has you on the run, this is a different scenario. You know, if he's hit some deep balls, he's gotten a short ball, and he has you on the run, all right? Depends on forehand or backhand. You know, so we're going to utilize lobs here. If he's getting so close to the net, that you've got to go for this 1 for 20 shot down the line and you've got to absolutely blast. We really want to stay away from that. We really want to just put it up in the air, right in the middle, hopefully past the service line, but right in the middle of the court. And that gives us a chance to get back to the middle, and we're going to make him execute an overhead from behind the baseline, or from behind the service line, and beat us. And some guys can, no doubt about it, but we're going to make him hit that extra ball. We don't want to see the blasting 1 for 20, I might get it in kind of thing. We want to make him win that point. And some guys just don't have it in them to do it. Some guys don't have a reliable overhead. And so instead of 1 for 20, maybe you're up to 6 or 7 for 20, that you change this situation. So when you're on the dead run, we want to look at that. We can track that in your matches. When you get on the dead run and somebody's got a ball, that's going to happen in your matches. And how do you handle that situation? And so you get better at handling those situations, and your game will improve one situation at a time. You get better at this situation and then that situation, and it starts to improve one spot on the court at a time. And so your overall game really gets to improve, and you'll start to see that in your videos. So it's good to look at these two situations. The other one is, we want to see if they've got you on the run here, and what are they looking for? They're looking for a short ball. So again, they're putting pressure on you. They're looking for that short ball. Are you able to continue to play defense and loop the balls and slice the balls and keep them between the lines, and basically let him know that he's going to have to come in on kind of a marginal ball, that you're not going to make unforced errors while you're a little bit defensive. So that's in a nutshell. When you're getting attacked, a lot of things can happen from there. One more thing, when you put it at their feet, if you're getting attacked on the two-step pass and you put it at their feet, as soon as you see it go down below the net at their feet, you need to move forward immediately from there. A lot of guys have a cute little drop volley or whatever, and so as soon as you see it go, you go and follow it in, and then you're probably going to end up with a pretty easy forehand pass from mid-court somewhere, where you're going to challenge them to take a volley below the net and have to hit one of these corners, which is going to be very difficult for them to do, and if they try it, they'll probably make a lot of errors. So anyway, just sticking with the basics. Obviously there's a lot more that could go into all this and the different scenarios, but when we get out there, when we get out there on the practice court, we're going to be looking at a lot of the basics, because the basics win matches. Certainly there's some higher level things that we'll get into, and as we watch your matches on video, we'll get into that. So that's being attacked.